What is discouragement? Discouragement is a loss of confidence or enthusiasm. It leads to depression, disappointment, hopelessness, pessimism, and gloominess. If we are going to be true men and women of faith, we have to deal with discouragement in our lives. It's going to be very hard to get to a victory before you are able to deal with discouragement. So this is a very important topic, and this is something we as believers have to talk about. We have to have the ability to deal with discouragement in our lives. But John 14 verse 1 says, "Let not your heart be troubled. Believe in God and believe also in me." So that means the Bible says we have to believe God even when we feel discouraged. And we have to be able to deal with this discouragement in our lives. Discouragement is something we fight every day, but we walk by faith and not by sight. So every day we have to wake up and know that we have to deal with every discouragement that we are going to see. Because discouragement in its foundation is based on what we are seeing. So the moment we see ourselves going down or having challenges, it's very simple and easy to be discouraged. But the moment we learn to walk by faith and not to look at the situation, not to look at what is happening or to listen to everything that is being said, and when we learn to ignore the negatives, we will be able to deal with every situation and we will be able to encourage ourselves. But if we lean on what we see and we become too focused on what we are seeing in our lives, then we are going to be discouraged. And if we continue doing that, we are going to be choked and we may walk away from faith. So discouragement can only be dealt with when we learn to ignore the circumstances. Learn not to look at the situation or learn to ignore the circumstances. Every time decide to choose faith. In every situation we are always faced with a decision. Are we going to bow down to the situation and give up, or are we going to encourage ourselves and continue walking by faith? And this is just something that we have to do every day. Faith is a fight. The Bible says, fight the good fight of faith. It's called the battle of the mind. You have to teach your mind to ignore the situations. You have to teach your mind to be encouraged when you feel discouraged. You have to learn to pull yourself up and to just tell yourself it's going to be better tomorrow. You cannot allow what you are seeing or what you are feeling or what you are hearing depress you or get into your spirit or into your mind. You have to be willing every single day to pick up yourself, be encouraged, be strong in your faith, and fight the good fight of faith. The more we are encouraged, the more we learn to encourage ourselves, the more we can walk towards the victory and not give up along the way.